Good morning, you guys. How are you? I hope you're all doing well. Sorry, a little snotty there. Topic today is the most powerful way to win an argument is by asking questions. It can make people see flaws in their logic. What do we think about that one? GU, good morning. How are you? Disney Mad, good morning. How are you? Lillian, good morning. How are you? Chris, I've made you a moderator. How are you? Oh, volume's on. No. Thought I took care of that. We'll take care of that again. It's my favorite Nightheart. Hey, Matt. Good morning. Swiveler's in the house. Swiveler, good morning. I know you'll probably be lurking. Blistering, Barnacles, good morning. Good to see you. How are you guys? So I woke up late today. That just throws off my whole day. I had it set. I don't know how it became unset, but somehow my alarm became unset. But I still woke up in time. No, I woke up late, but in time for here. No, I didn't get my morning work done. I don't know what to say about that. Chris Lifestyle, welcome. Good to finally catch you on here. Let's see. Scott, how are you, Scott? Oregon Family Magnet Fishing. Let me make sure that's connecting because I just turned around too and yep, it's connecting. And my other thing was turned off then. Silver Scorpion, good morning. What? You can't skip work and talk to us all morning? What's wrong with you? No, you have important work to do. See you, Silver. Bye, Scorpion. Greg. Let's see, where am I at? Good morning again, Scott. Let's see. Casey Jones, good morning. How are you? And my Muddy Mess, how are you? Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Okay, the day's topic, the most powerful way to win an argument is asking questions. It can make people see their flaw in their logic. Okay, there's a lot more to that than just that. Oh God, my hair is crazy. Maybe we'll keep my glasses up today. Oh no, I did brush it. Okay, so what? We're going to have a bad hair day, guys. Is that good with you? Oh God, maybe I should go comb it again. That's going to drive me nuts. That's okay. Ignore it. Pull it down. Ignore it. Ignore it. Ignore it. It was brushed. What the heck happened? I was into answering. Oh my gosh. Barely caffeinated. Apparently, I am barely caffeinated too. Oh my gosh. Bad hair day, barely caffeinated, woke up late. The whole day's just rolling good. It's okay. It's going to get better. It's like just how it rolls sometimes. My mind just went elsewhere. Where did my mind go? It's okay. Oh, there's a lot more to this than that. Than asking questions. It's how you approach it to begin with. One of the things you can do that does amazing is if you never talk above this. Somebody's wanting to argue with you. Good morning, Bad Idea Lab. How are you? Somebody's wanting to argue with you, and one of the things you don't do is you do not raise your voice. You do not speed up your speech. Right? Oh, that's hard. It is very hard not to sometimes have a loud volume conversation. Right? Especially if somebody is saying something that's like way off the wall. One of the things I've said to hi Blind Boy, you want to come up for a little bit? Let's bring up Blind Boy for a little bit. This is Blind Boy. This is Toby. Yeah, he's really gotten blind. One of the things I've said to my kids over and over again throughout the years is you're talking so loud I can't hear you. Right? Because sometimes the louder you talk, the higher volume. Good morning, MJ. How are you? How are you? The louder you talk and the higher your volume is, the more confrontational. I know, Lovey. The more confrontational people get, the louder they get, the more they can't hear you. So it does no good to get loud back. Morning, Lillian. How are you? Right? Some of you guys know I have 20 years with Safeway. I used to run Safeway stores. And one of the things they teach us a lot is dealing with upset customers. Okay? When somebody's trying to tell you something and they're just way off base or wrong or inappropriate or anything, just wrong. Okay? Arguing with them does you no good. It never does. Oh, MJ. Yay. MJ finds out tomorrow if the farm is hers. Positive thoughts, MJ. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. Good morning, Oregon. I think I already got you. Anyway, so the calmer you can keep your voice, the lower and steady you can keep your voice, the less the argument will rise. Right? I know, love. Oh, my lovey boy. He gets really lonely because he doesn't play anymore or anything because he's blind. He spends most of the time being worried and sleeping in a corner. But he's just getting old. That's okay. I gave him a couple beds and a couple corners in the house, so he goes there. Yes, love. I know, buddy. Yeah, you're not going to be with us much longer, I know it, but I love you. Okay, now come on. We got work to do. We can't play kissy face all day. No, we gotta work here. You're gonna sit on my lap. We gotta work. You can't distract me. Oh gosh, the hair. Oh man. So, what do you guys think about this topic? Oregon and sharing. Please share, you guys. Share your channels. Share your friend channels. Share anything good you have coming up. Anything fun. Anything like that. Okay, keep sharing your stuff out. We grow together, guys. As I grow, we go. You go. We all grow. Rising tides raises all ships, as they say. And I'd really like to see all of us grow. I don't know. I run into all the time into channels that say, I don't really want to grow. I just, it's fun. Really? Can you really not use a couple $100 extra a month by doing something you're doing anyways that you like doing? Even if you put in a little effort over the next 2 to 5 years, it'll change. Just a little effort, make a couple extra $100 a month, doing your hobby, your free time, your playtime. You're not interested in that? That's okay. Some people aren't. I know. Every time I move, I know. Please, we gotta play less kissy face. Morning, people. Morning, Bud Files. MJ says, great topic. Very helpful for me right now. I think MJ and I have talked before, and it's like when you can approach things in a low, calm, steady voice, and you don't turn around and say, hey, that's dumb. What are you thinking? Okay. That's not a good way to approach anything. Right? Oregon Family says he's 15 more subs from 600. Okay, Toby. Let's take care of sharing that out. Go to channel. There is Scott. Oh. Stop. Go to videos. We're going to choose this video. We're going to go like this. Wow. Scott is close to a milestone. Boom. Check him out. Don't join in. Post. There you go. Let's help Scott get to his next milestone. Let me get back to where he needs to be. What are you doing, Kelly? I know. Boom. Okay, wait. Phone is down. We're back. Just be cool. Good morning. Good morning. When you guys think about, man, I get way too many notifications for her, it's because I do things like this. If you don't like it, turn off notifications. You can turn off notifications specifically for my channel without hurting any of your other notifications, by the way, just so you know. And no, I will not be offended. Kelly, have some hot honey and lemon. I know. It's just, this is like lingering. I don't feel sick at all, though. It's just, the voice is just bad. So how is everybody doing today? What are your strategies for winning arguments? Do you have to win? Is there a thing like, boom, you should win, or boom, you should lose? Is that in our hearts and in our minds? Not mine. Sometimes you're not going to see the same eye to eye with a person. Not today. Does it matter? Also, you know, when could we not disagree and still be friends? Oh, nice. Thank you, Disney Mac. Good idea. Okay. When did it start in this world of ours, and it is in this world of ours nowadays, that you and I could totally disagree on something, but we could still be friends? Why has that changed? I mean, I remember that from when I was younger. Okay. Just because my friend and I disagreed on a topic didn't mean that we were now polar opposite and no longer friends. When did that happen? Are you guys finding that happens? Listen to the news in the world. Somebody thinks this way, so they can't be my friend. Somebody's political leaning is this way, so they can't be my friend. Right? When did all that start happening, guys? That we could no longer be friends because we didn't agree on something. It did happen. When did it happen? What's your input on that? Hi, Mad Mag. How are you? Good morning. You guys, again, if you're seeing any channels here you do not recognize, please take a time and check them out if you can. And if it's somebody you're interested in watching, please subscribe. If it's not, then don't, because in the long run, you don't help them. All right? Good morning, Timmy Ray the King. So is anybody else noticing that, or is that just my thing? That we're getting more and more divided as a human race, especially out there in the media, especially when in the news, when you hear the people walking, on the street and protesting and stuff, and things getting out of hand, and other organizations sending in people just to cause trouble. I don't always have to agree with you, but we can still be friends. That's how I am. That's how I am too. Also, too, if I think there's some way off base in your logic or what you're thinking or a subject, and I totally disagree with you, by remaining your friend and living my life, not bringing it up all the time, how else would I be able to change your mind to the right way? If what I'm thinking is the right way. And at the same time, if you and I disagree on something, and I'm sure I'm right, and I'm sure you're wrong, and so are you, how will you be able to change my mind and my thinking if we don't remain friends? Okay? But the more and more I'm looking at society and out there in the big world, if you differ from me, we can't be friends. If you lean right and I lean left, or you lean left and I lean right. Okay? This systematically dividing us as a human race, which has been going on in this country for a little while, not to get all political. Okay? Oregon. I'm always right, even if I'm not. I'm right. Yes, Scott. Oh, Timmy Ray hit 200 last night. Good job, Disney Matt. I've noticed since lockdown, people have become less helpful. Oh, yeah. Very less helpful. Okay. Less helpful, more confrontational, more divided, even more than before. Okay. This worries me, guys. Okay. As a country, as the human race, as people, together we are more strong. Together we are able to do amazing things. Separately, not so much so. Okay. As a populace, if we group together, we are stronger. Against who? About the government, putting the government in their place and all those other things. Remember, it's we the people. We are the government, right? We've forgotten that. They've become a separate entity all their own, gotten way too much freedom and thought in their lives, right? But then we are sheeple. We did exactly what we're told. And as far as I'm seeing and hearing, there was no benefit in what we did. We economically destroyed a lot of people. Okay. These last handful of years. All right. And I know it's a hot topic and it's a taboo topic, and we don't talk about it. In fact, there was a time when people wouldn't even say the word COVID. Right? Not online. No. Then this magical thing is going to come up at your live and on your thing and on and on and on and on and on and on. Right? I am the people. You work for me, Mr. Government. Right? Be careful, guys, what you're willing to give away. Be very, very careful. Hi, Lucky James Eller. How are you? It's good to see you this morning. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it was terrible. Okay. I'm sure it was terrible. And the 3 times in my life, not COVID related at all, I've been in the hospital dying and then trying to recover after that was horrible. Okay. A lot of times when you get sick, it's horrible. Cancer survivors in here, it was horrible, wasn't it? The chemo and stuff like that. It was horrible. It was all horrible. Okay. But why did that let us get so divided that time? It shouldn't have happened. Like, ooh, you're a person and now you're Jeremy, or ooh, you're a person, I need to stay away from you. Why did we let that happen? People get offended over people's choices that don't affect them directly. Yes. Right. Right? How often are we offended by somebody's choice when it has nothing to do with us? Now, I fight for the animals. I fight for those who can't fight for themselves. Right? I stand in the gap for those who cannot fight for themselves. Does that make sense to you? Okay. But what you choose to do first thing in the morning is, first of all, not my business. Second of all, has no bearing on me. I know. What a sad name, huh? Oh my gosh. Right? James, you're never late. You're always on time whenever you get here. The most powerful way to win an argument is by asking questions. It can make people see flaws in their logic. One of my biggest flaws in my logic is, why do you do that way, Kelly? My mom did. My mom does. Oh my gosh, that one gets me every time because it's the right way to do it. Wow. Better think while I do that, right? I cannot tell you how many times somebody has said something like that to me, and then I've gone, wait, hold up. Why do I do it that way? Why do I feel that way is the best way to do it? And then I start thinking, it's like, oh my God, I have no logical reason. Okay. A benefit of having 7 kids, okay, is very quickly you find out there's many ways to do one thing. There is this thing to do. This is the end result I would like. How you get to that end result can be so many different ways. Why must it be my way? Why is my way of thinking how to get from A to B correct and yours wrong? If we start off with A and the solution needs to be B, and you go like this to get there, why does that matter? A needed to happen. A was the starting point and B needed to happen. And you got there and B happened. But it wasn't quite my way. Why is that important to us? You guys have things like this too. Think about it. Please don't tell me I'm the only one. Okay. Got Miss Whiny Face outside the door again this morning. I think that's so funny. We all do it. You can't say I'm the only one. Lillian says, wow, I just realized that I do that too, Kelly. Yeah. Why is my way right and yours wrong? And result is the same. Sorry about the really bad hair day, guys. I was so late. Should have at least pulled it up. I need to find my headbands for those emergency mornings. Scary hair day. But Dave and I have scary hair day, so. Lillian, thanks for sharing that, because that is a thing. Adrian, good morning. Good to see you, sir. I'm watching you and I got the kiss music turned up loud, growing. Whatever makes you happy, sweetie. I can't always be right. You're not. I know. Okay, Lillian, big realization. Hold on. Hold your chair. Hold that coffee firmly. Honey, you're not always right. Wow, did that take me a long time to figure out? I always say to everybody, if only I could be as smart as I was when I was 15. Oh my gosh, didn't we know the world then? Didn't we know everything at 15? I can't be the only one. I mean, it might have been 16. It might have been 14 for you. But oh my gosh, 15 is what sticks in my mind. I was so smart at 15. Okay. And every time I'm so smart, right? Something gets thrown in my face that I go, oh my gosh, maybe I'm not so smart. Humble that down, girl. Right? Oh my. I can't be the only one who's had those periods in my life over and over and over again. You guys have heard the story about the first daughter and the second daughter, how it was the perfect mom with the first daughter. I don't know what's wrong with you and your kid. Why is your kid always screaming and yelling? Why is, yeah, because I was good. Okay. My oldest daughter's a peacekeeper. She's a peacekeeper. It's just how she was born. Of course she was easy. She's the peacekeeper. Right? Boy, was that perfect mom. Second child, whoa, realistic. Life hit me in the face. Right? Can't be the only one. Has to be some of you out there. You wake them up. The hardest argument or disagreement to win is with a judgmental narcissist. They always look at the world with a closed mind and blinders, right? But how do we get them to change that? Okay, again, we can't change them. They have to want to change themselves. And what got them to be a judgmental narcissist? Sorry. What got them there? Were they just born that way? Or did life hit them and hit them and hit them and hit them? And each time they had the wrong perspective. I mean wrong perspective because it's your outlook. You look for negative, you're going to find negative. You look for positive, you're going to find positive, and that's your choice. So what got him there? Okay. What got them there that they can't see outside of themselves and see a whole nother world out there? What got them there? What things in their life? I have a really good topic coming up about that. Well, sort of about that. You know, everything sort of about that. Okay. I try really hard not to be judgmental. I'm working on that all the time, not being judgmental. It's hard. First impressions. First thing people say. First little time with somebody. Okay. I work really hard on not being judgmental. I didn't walk in your shoes. I do get very adamant about I can talk to you for 5 minutes and know if you're a negative or positive person. Well, I can figure that out probably quicker than that. Okay. And that was a choice. That's a choice of yours. But what things went so wrong in your life that everything is painted with gray? Right? All you see is the world of gray. What went so wrong? I don't know. But there are people judgmental, narcissists. Yep. Yep. And bad idea. Why are you wasting your time if it's like hitting your head against the wall? Because you have hope, right? That they'll see that things will change, right? Bob, good morning, Bob. How are you, love? Good to see you. Right? Steph, how are you? Steph sells stuff by the seashore. No. The neighbors wait until the morning to move their garbage cans out, and they drag them all over everything. So it's like, and the dogs get really mad. Somebody's out there making noise. Yeah. No doghouse. No, nobody's breaking into that. Well, if they broke in the house, what would they take? No, it's just moving the garbage cans out, or the neighbors moving around outside and being loud about it. I know it's really irritating the dogs to some people, but nobody can get near my house. It's part of why I don't mind having my address out there. I don't mind it. I'm not worried about it. Really not. And I know that sounds so weird, and there'll be some people who think, yeah, that's not safe, Kelly. They can't get past that. And if they do, moose will bite them. Paula, good morning. How are you? Oh, how is your shoulder? Rough, huh? Honey, I hope you heal well. I do. Hope the roughness is just a day or two. Yeah. Shoulder surgery is one of those things that can really hurt. Also, too, the rehab time on it, where you get the most motion possible, short. Right? So even though it doesn't feel good and even though it doesn't hurt, you still have to do the PT on it. You still have to push it. You still have to make it work. Or else in the long run, shoulder surgery is just one of those funny things like that. At least that's what I've heard from everybody who's had shoulder surgery. And it is painful. You guys just think about everything that you do with your shoulders, right? And you have like a 2-week window. You get all the range of motion you're probably going to get out of it. At least that's what I've been told from people who've had surgery on their shoulder. You got it, girl. You got this, Paula. I know it's just like going to be a sucky couple weeks for you. But you got this. On the other end, you'll be so happy. You will. You will on the other end. Remember, don't stay in the valley. Walk it through, girl. If you can walk it through a little bit faster, that's always good. Walk it through, girl. Don't think up a motel in hell. Okay, let's see. Where are we at? Who in here feels it's important to win every argument too? Oh, that's something I struggle with. Right? I continually had bad anxiety attacks earlier. I'm sorry, sweetie. Are you on pain medicine too? Because sometimes that can throw you off how you can control yourself or not. I usually opt out of all pain medicine, no matter how much pain I'm in, because it usually makes me just sick. I'm allergic to most of them. And now we're going to try this one on you this time. Look, can we not? I don't need 2 days of paranoia, weird bad dreams that I can't separate from reality, which is, by the way, a side effect of an allergy. Right? Don't need it. We'll deal with the pain. Good thoughts for you, girl. You're strong. You got this. You got this. Where was I talking about? Oh, win. Who else in here is it important that they win? Oh my gosh, I've struggled with that in my life. Okay. You are wrong. I am right, and I must win. Who else in here feels like I'm going to show you? Somebody else in here struggles with that, not just me. Good morning, Pops. How are you? It's good to see you in here. Who else in here struggles with that? Okay, I've struggled with that my whole life being right. In fact, I have a dream. I'm walking with God and I'm holding his hand and we're walking through this rainbow of clouds and there's God's image with the little kids reading the books and God's image with this military guy being a drill sergeant and God's image over here, my image of God. He's walking with me holding my hand and we're walking over these rainbows. And we're talking and we're talking specifically about religion. And I said, well, did I get it right? Did I get it right? And all he has to say to me is, why is it so important that you're right? Right? And I've had this dream many times in my life. Did I get it right? Did I get it? Because all I want to know is if I got it right, the whole God thing and religion thing and life thing, did I get it right? And what he says to me is he says, you're all human. Look at me, all these different forms that come into people. Did you get it right? You know, I said, well, yeah, the Buddha and the Hindu. And he says, there's only one God. You give one God to people and they just screw it all up. People always screw it up. And then we're walking and he's holding my hand and I says, I don't get the Hindu cow thing. He says, yeah, me neither. But, hey, free will and all that. I give some to people, they'll mess it up. No, you weren't right. But why is that so important? And back we are talking about it, right? So I wake up and I think of, the message to that dream you keep having, Kelly, is it's just not that important to be right. So stop it, right? Why wasting energy on that? Right? I used to try and win arguments all the time. Yeah, Lillian, used to, for some reason, was so important to be right. I'm not a fighter. Yeah, I don't know why I was that way for so long. And I feel that it creeps in right now and then. And it's like, push it back. Okay, what my version of right is and yours may not be the same. Doesn't mean I'm right. Push it down, push it back, get away from it. Right? No one is perfect. That's right. Thank God we're not perfect. We'd be so damn boring if we were perfect, guys. It would be really boring. Bob says God only exists in our minds. Maybe so, maybe not. I don't know. Venture Dulo, my favorite lurker. Well, one of my many favorite lurkers. How are you doing? Good to see you. Salty, you're in the house. Good morning, Salty. Great to see you. Right? Everybody saying hi. The older I get, the less important it is if I'm right or I'm wrong. It just doesn't matter. A lot of people feel that way. Religion is used to control people. Faith is where you stand strong. It depends on how you define religion, right? Right? To me, too much religion is the structure, the human part of it. That's religion. I'm doing religion. Okay. Okay. John Mayo, good morning. Disney Matt is sorting out the crafting stuff. Good. I have learned with the help of AA that I'm not always right. I know. Man, I know. Right? She Devil Adventures, good morning. Great to have you here. Mandy, good morning. Good to have you here. The subject today is the most powerful way to win an argument is by asking questions. It can help, it can make people see flaws in their logic. It's really funny because it's just not important for me to win anymore. Being right and winning was a thing I did as younger. It's just not important. I found out earlier this winter that I can walk on water when it's frozen. And if it's frozen solid, sir, if it's not solid frozen, you fall right through. Oh my gosh. Is that not a life lesson there, right? Such a life lesson. I never win, so I don't argue. To me, I don't know. It has to be with getting older. That it's just not worth my time anymore. Maybe it's having to go through 7 teenagers. But sometimes I just find out that it's just not worth it. I do it all the time. I just whatever. Right? I did that once with my dad and he got quiet. Drill some holes in the ice and drop a magnet. For sure, Venture. You would do that for sure. Right? Lillian's asking, Tommy, how you doing? Right? I think that I've moved away from having to win. Yep, that's my favorite word these days. Whatever. Life is short, you guys. Say this over and over again. Come on, say it with me. Life is like a roll of toilet paper. The closer to the end you get, the faster it goes, right? My time has gotten precious. I don't remember at 20 my time being precious. Okay? Had lots of it. Gonna live forever. Had lots of time to worry about stuff that was just silly. Right? I hate conflicts, so I try to avoid them. Conflicts are hard, but I have to think that if you avoid conflicts, it starts to build up, Pops. Doesn't it start to build up? The conflicts, it builds up like in here. You know it's still there. It's floating around in your head. Right? Sure, pick and choose my battles, though. Okay. I've been doing some changing with my careers and stuff. I've done this before. First time I left corporate Safeway, oh my gosh, my family and friends thought I flipped out. When I started making 3 times as much with my own company, they shut up. 38 degrees and cloudy. John Mayo's asking how the weather is outside. Okay. They are, but the stress could be worse, right? Could be. Right? A lot of things to think of, right? Time is getting precious as I get older. I love you, Paula. Let's just agree to disagree and go on. Oh, Paula, you're great. Yes, let's just disagree and go on. Okay? Absolutely. Okay? And I sit there and I talk to the younger generation. You're welcome, Jill. Talk to the younger generation, and I was like, oh, where was I back then, too? It's okay. They will learn, right? Stay positive, forward thinking. You'll learn, you'll get it. Yeah. Right? That's my motto too. Choose your battles. Most of the time, it is just not worth the argument. But there are those few, very few that still get me going. Yeah, there are things that get me going too. Okay. But I'm not gonna change your mind. I'm not gonna win. Okay. If I confront you with it directly and loud and fast and all that, asking questions. And asking the right questions, pausing, taking time, keeping the volume low. And then every so often going, that's interesting, and letting it go for a while. Okay. Because what you've effectively done is planted some seeds in this other person's mind. Right? And then the worst thing you can do is once those seeds are planted and they start to grow, and the person's looking at you going, we were talking about that the other day, and that was a really interesting thought. That made me think a lot. Yes, see, I'm right. No. Quiet, monotone. What did you think about that? How did that make you change your thought? Did you change your thought? What more are you thinking on that? Much more effective than the smash, direct, right in your face approach. Right? I know that when a family member wants to argue, I will never win. So I avoid certain topics. Oh, absolutely, Lynn. My kid says, why don't you tell your mom everything? I says, tell my mom everything? No, I don't want to argue because I already know what the other side of it's going to be, and I don't want to argue. So why would I bring it up? That's a form of lying, Mom. You said that. Avoiding certain things is a form of lying. It's not. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. Okay, whatever. Certain people I don't talk to certain things about because I find this. Okay, whatever. Right? So your approach to people when you disagree, how you bring up the subject. Should you bring up the subject? Should you let them bring up the subject? I know it's too individual each time. Right? You can't change anybody. They have to change themselves. And whatever the subject is, then if they are totally right and totally wrong, or totally wrong, maybe you're wrong. Right? I actually really gratefully respect people who bring things up to me. Now, is it in my face, yelling in my face, bringing it up to me? That's not a good approach with me. It's like the don't go to bed angry. Well, don't talk to me about something big just before I go to bed, because by the time I'm going to bed at 10 o'clock at night, I am spent. My emotional quotient is gone. I'm done, right? Don't talk to me about big things. One of my sons growing up was so smart. If he wanted something or he wanted to talk to me, never at night. I'd hear the coffee being made in the morning. Hey, Mom, can I talk to you? He'd bring me coffee. Figured me out real quick, didn't he? Slow, quiet, always talked about something. I love you so much, Mom. Always talked about a good memory. Oh, this is so manipulative, but so right. He got me like figured out. Boom, that button, right? Boom, like that button. Coffee, morning, quiet conversation. Love you so much. Remember when? Good memory. And then he'd get around to asking what he really wanted. I used to tease him. And he walk in the coffee and he says, okay, just get to the point. Okay, I can sleep for 5 more minutes. Mom, no, we have to go through the routine. But he figured out at a young age that I am much more receptive in the morning. Okay? And how you approach me with anything. That's why I would never make it good in the military. I'd be in the brig the whole time. It's like, excuse me, sir. You did not say thank you. You did not say please. You did not request. You know? Fighting with Chick-fil-A and now IHOP is starting at Chick-fil-A. The manager figured out really quickly how to deal with me. Okay? They're doing this thing where actually they're like this. I'm trying to work my app like it's my half of the job. Your half of the job is, we talked about this just yesterday. Your half of the job is to pack that bag, seal that bag, and that bag be right. My half of the job is to confirm it and get it in there and order it correctly. And they're going, now IHOP has started this too. This does not fly with me. Let me see you push that button 2 times. Excuse me? Right? Would not work in the military. I would not. Okay, I'd spend my whole time in the brig. And because I'd say, excuse me, sir, but I did not hear yes. I did not hear please. I did not hear thank you. I didn't even like the way you directed that towards me. Boom, butt would be in the brig. I'm the commanding officer and I will address you as I please. No, you won't. You will treat me like a human being. All you military guys are like, yeah, she'd live in the brig. I would. About the only thing I refuse to argue about is politics. Yes, politics. Poly, meaning many, ticks. We all know what a tick is. Okay, blood-sucking little creatures. You know, and we elected those people. They work for us, and we put them in the position they're in, and it is our fault. Right? Right? Politics, many blood-sucking little things. But we are the people, and we put them in the position they're in. We have given them that control as people. Oh, something to think about. Hi, Stu. How are you? I'm doing very well. Good morning. Very well. Right? We did that. President we have, that's our fault. It's all ours. The laws and legislations that are getting passed, the things that are going well, we can't blame a mayor or a governor. We gave them that power. We gave that to them. Right? We have a 3-tier government system that's failing. Why? Because the responsibilities of the 3 different branches, actually 4 if you think about it, Senate, House, the judges, and the president. We elected those people who put the people in power. We, the people. That was our job to keep the world right, our country right. So the failure of our country or the things that are not going well in our country is not a politician's or a president's or an elected official's fault. That's our fault. Our school systems being as crappy as they are at the moment, it's our fault. Our kids doing the pronoun things and driving the teachers mad, that is our fault. Okay, the homeless situation, how it's being handled. I've been watching California, and I'm afraid to go down to California. Okay, it's gone bad everywhere. I didn't see so much of that in Tulsa. In fact, I spent a few moments with homeless people down there. Right? That's our fault. Because we the people How is that going to get solved? We the people. Right? We the people will solve it. But to expect the government to solve it's a whole nother thing. The other day I found my old friend and squad leader from the 101st. First thing he asked me was about the old silver hoard I had. That sounds like an interesting story, right? Right? Interesting story. What about the old silver hoard that you have? Where did you get that? Anyway. Right. So, the most powerful way to win an argument is by asking questions. It makes people see the flaws in their logic. I don't mind being approached with questions. It actually helps my mind think. It helps me change for the better. Hold on. Hey, Siri, call your favorites.
Calling a favorite, home.
I love Siri. God, whoever invented Siri. She's one of my best friends.
Hello?
Hey, come do something with this dog, please. I'm on a live.
Hello?
Hello? Come do something with
Hi.
the dog. Okay? The dog that's whining outside my door. Okay? Thanks. Anyway, dog removed. I don't know what will be done with the dog, but something will. Okay? I'm sorry. It's hard for me to think, but she gets very determined. If I go and then let her in, then she'll just stand right here and do that. Let's see. To the knee, this statement here that's here today. There's a couple things. Everything I've learned, I've actually been through family counseling for fair fighting. That is a thing. When I was 15 years old, I had an ulcer, right? And so then you get to go to family. My parents were getting divorced, and I was the middle child, and I was thrown in the middle, right? It's like, yeah. Anyway. So I actually had to spend some time. Hi, Greg. Good to see you. Good morning, Papa. Good to see you. John Mayo. I'm not getting your emails, and I do not know why. And I keep looking for him. You make sure that you put John Mayo in the title, right? Because, I'm sitting at 4,000 right now. Right? So I'm not getting them. I'm sorry. So the important things here, let's see. Oh, I bought it all, but had to sell it off when it was super low for diapers and formula. Yeah. I was hoping I cashed in when it was really high. But yeah, sometimes your hobby, your whatever you like, has to go on hold for a second, right? Maybe she didn't get the memo if she needs to move the dog. Okay. We will do something different with this dog. Okay. So the most powerful way to win an argument is by asking questions. It can make people see flaws in their logic. Okay. So a couple things about this. The first thing is that why is it important that you win the argument? Okay. And if it is so important that you win the argument, why is it important that you win it at this moment? I know it always feels good to be right. I'm not saying that. Even to me, it feels good to be right. I get that. Okay. I have because of my life changes I've been making, I've had a lot of people question me about a lot of things. A lot of people tell me ideas of how to make my life easier. Okay. I've reinvented myself 3 times. This to me is like the third reinvention. Probably reinvented myself a few more times than that. Right? Okay. But that being said, each time I've gone to reinvent myself, I get a whole horde of people who are telling me, one, why I should not do it, why what I'm doing is dumb, why it's a bad idea, and on, right? Each time it's been successful for its season, and then I'm done with it. I'm done cleaning houses. Okay? Yes, I can make very good money cleaning houses, but my knees are very broken. Yes, I can hire people to do the work for me, but then I have to babysit the work. Okay. Oh, yes, then I could hire a manager. This is not one person telling me this. This is lots of people telling me this. Right? Because again, I'm making another transition in the way I want to finish up my life. Okay. I think people forget that I ran a store that did over $600,000 a week with 123 employees. I think people are forgetting. Yeah, that's what I walked away from. Okay, they had me 24/7. I mean, it's all the time. It's all the time. It's all the time. There's no quiet time. You guys look at my schedule now and you think, wow, she works so much all the time. No, I've worked worse. Okay. Second phase of my life, cleaning business. I built that up so big, so fast. Right? I had 12 employees in 36 apartment complexes. 36 apartment complexes that we're doing move outs on. 24 hours, 7 days a week, all the time, all the time, all the time, all the time. My phone never stopped. If it wasn't an employee issue, it was a property issue. It wasn't a property issue. It was like this, that, or the other thing, right? Billing, if it wasn't a billing issue, you know how many people, you know how many of those big apartment complexes people live in that try and stiff the cleaner? Okay. You know, the few times I've had to say to people, these are big apartment complexes that I had to say, do you really need me to lien this property or you just want to send the check? Because we did the work and you are now $15,000 behind. I have employees to pay too. Okay. That's happened more than once. Okay. The fact that happened once to your cleaner is wrong. So then I stayed with the private houses, right? Thank you. Blistering, thank you. Right? So no, I don't want to hire somebody to manage my company. No, I don't even want the company. I'm done with the company. No, I don't want to build it up big again and sell it off to get this big cash thing. I'm done with it. It's much like the other stuff I get done with. When I'm done with it, I take it to charity. I just give it away. Right? I'm done with it. Right? But how many people want to convince me otherwise? Because they're seeing me struggle financially right now. I am struggling. If you guys knew the details of it, okay, you would say, of course you're struggling, right? Hi, Killer. How are you? Of course you're struggling. How long will I struggle like this? 6 months. In 6 months, I'll be okay. In 6 months, I'll be able to calm down a bit in my work. In 6 months, a lot of things will happen. All right? Okay. But in 6 months, my life will be rolling in the direction I want it to go rolling in. And if I don't take this time right now and struggle right now, I guess the child didn't get the memo. Right? If I don't struggle right now, I will never get on that path that I want to be in. Hi, Diane. How are you? Good to see you. Right? But everybody wants to argue with me about my life choices. Family and friends. Okay? And every time I had major life choices and changes, they wanted to argue because they know better than I do. Do you now? They do. They know better than I do. Okay? But simple things about arguments and winning arguments. Do you need to win this argument right now? Sometimes it's really important. Sometimes it's like now it has to happen. Okay? But do you really need to win this argument right now? That's the first thing I see. The second thing I want you guys to always remember, if there's a conflict or an issue and you approach it with a calm, steady voice and you keep level-headed about it, okay, the other person can hear you. You might have to wait until they're done screaming. Okay? And in that case, silence is the best. Right? Silence is the best. Right? Wait till they're done screaming, and then you calmly say, flat face. Don't go, don't do any of those faces. Just wait. Wait until they're done yelling. Calmly. No, nothing that's defensive, bad, or angry. Just wait. Right? And say, I can see you're very upset right now. Is there another time that we can talk that you'll actually be able to hear what I have to say about that? That usually causes another flare up or two, and then you wait, right? And usually something along the lines of, I really feel, I'm really sorry you feel that strongly. Okay? Why do you feel that strongly? All the time. The nice, calm, slow, steady voice. As monotone as you can make it. It diffuses more and more situations. It helps the other person open up their ears. Because while they're yelling at you and while they're so upset and while their mind is so crazy with what's going on, they can't hear anything you're saying anyways. Nothing you say will penetrate that brain of theirs when they're in that state of mind. When they're defensive, when they're ready to argue, when they're ready to be right. Okay? And then you're going to be right. And it's like, bam, 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 bam. Nobody hears anybody and nothing gets solved. Right? And to be able to think about it for a minute and maybe today is not the day this problem will get solved. There's my shelf. I have so much stuff on the shelf, guys. Why? Because it's not going to get solved today. But I have to live in today. I have to do today. So I'm going to put it on the shelf. Right? Get back to that. Sometimes when there's an issue in between you and another person, it needs to be put on the shelf. It'll marinate. You marinate something, what happens? It gets pliable. It gets softer. Okay, the salt or the seasonings you put into it marinates and it penetrates, right? It penetrates the hardness and makes it softer and more pliable, right? Asking questions opens up the mind and makes them think. Not questions like, why are you a stupid idiot? That is not a question. I know a phrase is a question, but that's not the question, right? Why do you feel this way? Huh? Even if you say it in a calm voice, why do you feel this is the best idea? Or why do you feel this is the best approach? Right? What do you have to back up that thought? Right? But first you got to let it marinate a bit. Let it get in. Let it sink. Come back to it. Hello, Tin Man. How are you? It's 57. Let's go. Everybody got their hashtag coffee in because you did that when you came in, right? I appreciate all you guys being here. I really do. Boom. Share. Okay. We are going to draw. Ah! Yeah, that's rigged. You know why I come up to you guys? Is because I'm actually a member of my own channel, and I'm actually subscribed to my own channel. Who's a member of their own channel and subscribed to their own channel? You better be. This is your channel. Are you at least subscribed to your own channel? You better be. Right? There we go. Yeah, you didn't think about that. You can't figure out how to sub to your own channel? It's very easy. Right now, go to YouTube. Right now, go to your channel, not your channel on the little icon. Look up your channel in the search. Okay? Yay. Look up your channel in the search. Go to your channel as if you were someone else and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Hit send the notifications. Email on the bottom of the screen. Isn't it? I can put it here too. I can't remember where the @ sign is. Okay, the biggest thing people forget. The biggest people forget is the S in between McDonald and Place. It's Kelly McDonald's Place. Hi, Anita. How are you? We're just getting off, sweetie. Good to see you. Anita's in the house. Nice to see Anita. Okay. That Idea Lab is subscribed to their channel twice. Yes, if you have other, please make sure you're subscribed to your channel. Also, too, I'm a member of my channel. I know that doesn't make sense because what are you doing? Paying YouTube 30%? It's okay. Why is it okay? Because I support my channel, and having members on your channel makes you more attractive to YouTube. So why wouldn't I? Right? Yeah. That's why I ask people to be members more than anything. It looks good on the algorithm. I made memberships 99 cents a month. I try to make them as cheap as possible, right? You guys, remember, when you find yourself in conflict, think about how important it is. And is it important? And does it really matter in 5 years? Okay? Remember your approach with people. How you approach somebody, especially when they're upset, changes the outcome of everything. Okay? Changes the outcome of the whole conversation. Okay? Oh, great, MJ. Send them out to me. MJ has stickers. You sell my table, right? I'd like to get them out to other people for you, sweetie. I'm going to the mailbox today. The mail's working today. Okay? Ask questions. Keep your mind open because maybe, God forbid, maybe you're wrong. Okay? Maybe the other person is right. I hear what you're saying. I do. I'm sorry you feel that way. Okay? Always, guys. Okay? Approach things calmly. Decisions, too, please, calmly. Take a beat before you make big decisions. Take a beat before you buy something. Money is precious, too. Money's always short with everybody. Okay? I don't care how much money you have in the bank. It can be gone tomorrow. Okay? Life is uncertain. Right? Thank you, Diane. I will. Take it one day at a time. I always do. I can't do anything about tomorrow. And I can't do anything about yesterday. The only thing I can do is about now. Right now. Okay? Guys, be positive. Find the positive. You will find what you're looking for. On all arguments, pick and choose your battles, and then pick and choose how you choose to battle. Right? My favorite line, I hear you. I hear what you're saying. But I'm not going to do that. Because it's in my power and my choice. Okay? And I'm not going to do that right now. And that usually stops most things. But at the same time, I'm very open to your idea and your thought. But when it's my decision about my life, I always appreciate the outside view. Okay, I always appreciate the input. I was wrong once, so I learned how to fix my mistake. Please, guys, have humor. Okay. People say, why do you laugh about everything, Kelly? I've actually had people mad at me because I laugh about everything. Okay. Oh my God, this just happened today. Can you believe it? That sucks. Why are you laughing about that? Because if that's the worst thing that happens to you this year, you're doing amazing, man. Absolutely amazing. And if money and time can fix it, you're doing amazing. What? Yeah. If money and time can fix it, it's not really a problem, guys. It's an irritation for a little while. People who have true problems, no amount of time or money will fix it. Right? But if you look at every problem you have and say, look it, if I work on it a little bit every day and it can be solved by money and or time, it's not really a problem. It's an irritant at this point in time, but I will walk through it, right? I will walk through it. There are people there who are waking up this very morning, who have real problems, things they can't fix, things that aren't going to end up well. Right? Right? And you have two options in everything in life. Either laugh or cry. Make your choice. Sometimes they do both. Right? Not one is better than the other. Just how you choose to react. It's your choice. Again, we get back to choices. Do something good for yourself today. Do something good for your family today. Do something good for the environment and the world around you today. It's simple little things, not big things. Simple little things in life changes everything, right? And if money and time can fix it, it's not a problem. It's a little irritation at the moment. Helps you think easier. You guys have a great day. I really love y'all. My dad Charles to look it, like, tell you look, what? My dad Charles said to tell you look it, rock and roll. Okay. Let it rock and roll. Laughter is the best medicine, yeah. All things will pass in time. Just believe in yourself too. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you. I will get that. Thank you. Lucky James Ellerton. Everybody have a great day. The dogs are going to bark in a second. The garbage men are out there. I hear them. Okay. Love y'all. I'll see you tomorrow. Do something positive today. Really happy. Tell me about it tomorrow. Bye, you guys. Off to work I go because that's what I do.